There's very much a lot of drive to try get the best out of yourself and your teammates.
I absolutely found the community here. All these guys are very welcoming. It's just wonderful to be part of the team.
We strive for the passion in everything we do. Some would say we're over-passionate, and we do cause a bit of drama on the sideline when we get that way. But yeah, it's great.
Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to the third place playoff between Republic of Korea and New Zealand. The match just about to get underway. We'll quickly introduce ourselves before the national anthems.
Welcome to the third and fourth place playoff between the Republic of Korea and New Zealand. Those that can stand, please stand for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea. And now the national anthem of New Zealand.
Well, with the anthems complete, we now approach the third place playoff.
Republic of Korea, number 4, Sung Hong Kong. Number 7, Sung Yang Lee. Number 8, Gideon Park. Number 10, Gun Hong Sun. Number 15, Woo Hin Kim. Number 17, Young Gun Kong. And number 33, Gong King Kim.
We've heard the teams for Korea, and in the moment we'll probably hear the team.
New Zealand, number 1, Cooper Pulini. Number 8, Sam Harvey. Number 10, Reese Vermeulen. Number 88, Logan McCall. And number 95, Emmett Shaw.
And I believe with that, that should be the last of the court side.
And your officials for this third and fourth place final. Your centre referee from Australia, Sansia Simon Green. Assistant number 1 is David Weaving. Assistant number 2 is Ellie Smithers, both from Australia. And your fourth official, also from Australia, is Rebecca David.
You ready for a job,
All
Tom?
right. I think we're good now.
Yeah, I think we finally...
I think we're good now.
Finally got through and had run the pre-show. So yes, good afternoon to our viewers on the Fit for YouTube page. This is New Zealand versus Republic of Korea in the third place playoff. It should be a very exciting match. Now, keen-eyed viewers will note that Cooper Pellini was given a red card at the end of the last match, but it is here. And that is because a direct red, the penalty for that is at the discretion of the tournament panel. And they have deemed that the sending off was penalty enough, and in the spirit of allowing the teams to compete and continue learning on their journeys towards being a better nation, it's better to let Cooper play on, knowing that, you know, he served his penalty. The breach of the rules that we saw in that earlier game was more of a technical nature than of, you know, misconduct, which is good to see. It means that both teams will be at full strength for this one, and we are now underway. Pellini plays the ball to Vermeulen, who immediately looks upfield, and it's young June, and boy, oh boy, what a tournament he has had. He's yet to see a goal for the Koreans, but they've been good. Pellini looks to Vermeulen, and it's off the post and out.
Really nice first chance there from the New Zealand side as they continue to press.
And that's going to roll through.
That
I didn't actually see who the shot was from.
the shot was from Cooper Pellini. I'm not sure if that dummy from Vermeulen was purposeful or not, but it looked fantastic up here from the commentary box.
It definitely, to me, felt like he was just a bit late on it, but the ball was rolling in anyway, so it was the right decision.
He won't care, will he?
A goal's a goal at the end of the day, and New Zealand take the lead just a minute in.
I mean, the defence had to react to him making that run, so I'm not saying they would have saved it without him making that run, but it definitely put the Republic of Korean defence in two minds there as to whether they needed to cover the shot or the run.
But it is, and now Vermeulen upfield once again. And the calls will keep it rolling already from our centre official. Now Vermeulen looking for the back pass to Pellini. Does find it. Pellini.
That near post was open there too.
It's the formation that Korea have been running throughout the week. They've been very much leaving that post open and then jumping rather than covering it from the first instance.
And I will say the almost mid-tournament change, I think it was just as we were approaching the mid-tournament, change of putting Yongjun out of the goalie bib, letting him roam around the court, has really settled Republic of Korea's structure, and they've looked much more solid defensively since.
And that's just the benefit of having more international football under your feet. It's just knowing, you know what, that one's not working, let's try this, and it's given us a much livelier formation from this team, and that's the point of this tournament for these teams, is just to learn and develop, and we really want to see this region flourish. It's not just about the big teams here in the Asia Pacific Oceania, it's about all teams, and it's tournaments like this that allow us to really develop the region, and hopefully we end up with more teams in the World Cup in the future as Pellini ends up on the ball. Looking for Vermeulen, he's going to find it eventually. Now McCall. Pellini winding up. And Vermeulen swing with a miss.
Really nice idea there from the New Zealand attack, but just just unable to connect with it at the end.
Yeah, I think Vermeulen there, rather than trying to go for the big fancy spin on that, almost needed to just try and get it with the front of his chair, because I think the pace was on it if he'd got it on target, but he just needed that little bit of accuracy.
Well, speaking of accuracy, Cooper Pellini straight down the middle. A brilliant ball, stopped by the defence, but New Zealand again passing around. Vermeulen open net, saved by Villion.
Fantastic save by Gillion there to keep it at 1-0. New Zealand preparing for the corner now.
Ball coming in, Pellini. Oh, slightly early onto it and just traps that ball with his bar.
Yeah, there was an opening there at the near post between the two Korean defenders, so it was definitely the right option there for Pellini to jump, but as you say, just a little bit too early on it.
And now Young June and Pellini once again battling away, and Pellini eyes up the near post, but Villion shuts it down. There's an amazing cross. Villion thinks about flicking it away, doesn't make contact. Young June intercepting from Pellini, however. Certainly not shying away to this contest.
Some good talk there from the New Zealand boys to sort of have Cooper Pellini pull out of that challenge.
And that's just the benefit of communication, is you can avoid those 2-on-1 calls. And that can really help keep momentum for your team. From Newland. Looks for Pellini. And Young June just feeling enough on it to steer it towards his teammate. Now McCall. Pellini looks for McCall and probably a bit too much on it. McCall couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, I don't think McCall was really awake to that ball back to him. It was probably the right option because there was a gap at that post. I think Cooper Pellini just needs to keep his torque up a little bit so that his wingers know when and where he's hitting these long balls.
Young June trying to run it up the middle of it for Vermeulen, cutting him off and intercepting the ball. This triangle formation for New Zealand. Full display, and Pellini hits it again and it's off the rear of Young June and out for a throw. And now all 8 players in the attacking half. Very briefly as the goalkeeper comes back in, but there's a 3 in the box violation. It may be a 2-on-1 in fact. I would need to check the replay, and I think Matt's on it already.
Stream is a little bit blind. Hold on.
It's on the edge of the box, so I would hedge my bets that it is.
Yeah, it is a 3 in the box. Yep.
There's our answer, 3 in the box. And a little bit of rotation here, just trying to work out what the plan is. Probably very nearly touched that ball on the way set up. And now he's going to wind up and goes for it. Not quite the contact you would have liked, but it falls away. It's going to be another throw-in for New Zealand. Just under 7 minutes into the first half. Not the largest crowd in at the moment, but it gives a good ability for the players to hear each other communicate. It can be quite difficult when the venue has a lot of noise around. As McCall attempts to go through the wall, it doesn't quite work out. Yeah,
Pellini had a lovely block there on the Korean defence, but McCall just couldn't quite pick out the space, as we see a spin kick here from Vermeulen.
Yeah, great shot, and Villion just smashing the post with the back of her chair. And the post now being reset. Of course, for keen-eye viewers may note there's an extra piece of tape under where the goalpost is, so if the post is dislodged, referees still know where the goal should be. It's now played forward.
That is a lovely ball.
Now Pellini just lets that one roll away.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see a bit more of that from New Zealand, getting the goalkeeper involved as he comes up into the final third here.
Yeah, we're going to see some four-up football, which is just wonderful to see. Shah, it's the right idea, just didn't work out, but now The triangle for New Zealand from the outfielders once again. And Nicole puts it in the near post. It's very nearly got in. It stays out, however.
That is a lovely off-the-line save there from Yongjun. The danger's not quite dealt with yet.
Nicole back passing Vermeulen. And Youngjun touching that one away. And out for another throw-in. And yes, to confirm, much quieter here at Nissan Arena. We've had a futsal carnival throughout the week. But we're the only ones in the venue at the moment, which gives us prime viewing here in Nissan Arena. It goes away for another throw-in. And again, all 4 forward for New Zealand. We like the experimentation. We want to see more of it. And McCall plays it through. Polini can't quite get the touch on it. The late deflection from Lilion. Polini, Vermeulen. Polini winding up. Great stop by Lilion. But a second chance effort.
Oh, that is a lovely save.
Wonderful save.
And that is the top-notch defending that he has been providing throughout this week. We love the hustle. And it's kept that scoreboard a lot lower. And we are going to see a substitution. But are we holding it off for the defensive corner?
Yeah, as a goalkeeper, one thing I
No, we're going to make the change.
One thing I don't like is making these kind of defensive substitutions when you are under pressure defensively like this.
So it's Wu Jin coming off and Sung Han coming on. But certainly not a decision that the three of us would have made to do it at this very moment. We would have waited another outage or two.
Always just feels like a bit of a jinx.
Well, they've survived this one. But Palladium might be able to get the second chance effort. Plays it back for McCall. To Palladium once more with Young June intercepting. And he now gets a chance to run with the ball. All the way over halfway. Now Palladium flicking it away. Young June forward. And a 2-on-1 violation. And now Republic of Korea. It's a good opportunity to see their attack. And we're going to go to the benches. It's New Zealand this time. And Vermeulen's clear for the break.
I believe Harvey's coming on.
Yeah, Sam Harvey going to come on. And this New Zealand team, there's only been 5 of them here this week. They've put in some big hours, especially when Cooper Pellini went down yesterday. Young June shooting. It's come away for Siang Xian. Tries to just tap it past Pallidi and does beat Pallidi. Backtracking all the way, almost to the box. Pallidi just got a lot more muscle on him. And able to turn the Republic of Korean player around. This is a good contest though. Love to see the added physicality. Although probably needs some communication to be told that you don't need to go any further. Very nearly 3 in the box. McCall. Pallini in traffic. It's going to be punched away and Siang Xian trying to keep it in. It's going to have some curl and stays in. And McCall puts it out, and that's an amazing play on the right hand side of the field.
That's why you always follow the ball and you never stop until the referee blows his or her whistle.
And we're going to see a little formation change here. It's Lilion coming forward. I think means Sung Han has gone back to cover the net. Young June looking to run. Needs a teammate support. Young Hyun's a long way away. Nearly off the back at Palladium and through the hole. This is a good little contest now. And Young June just needs to engage eventually. Now he does. And that's off the front of Palladium. He just gets there in time. Young June, though, starting to win this little contest. All the way into the box. Tries to flick it through. Can't do that time. And now Pallini turns him around and he's over the run. All the way up to halfway. End-to-end stuff to the other box. And there's a lot of miscommunication here. There's one player back. Villian finally gets back. and a whistle in favour of the Koreans as the formation just broke down really on, got too far upfield and couldn't retreat in time. Young June didn't want to enter the box to avoid the 2-on-1.
So just to answer the question in chat here, Polini did receive a red card in the closing minutes of last game. However, it is up to, I believe, the tournament organisers' discretion.
So there's a tournament panel who are the people in charge of this tournament. They have ultimate discretion on the application of a direct red, and they have decided that it's not worth having Cooper Polini sit this one out, and it's better for him to keep learning on the field, because that is the ultimate aim for these two teams, is to be learning. And so the tournament panel has decided that Cooper Polini's suspension will be just the 5 minutes that he served at the end of the semi-final, which means that he is playing on. And I have to think that that's probably the right decision.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't for anything malicious. He simply just tried to make a last-dish save. Wasn't, definitely didn't realise that he'd driven off the court to make the save. I mean, I don't think anyone in that kind of a situation would be thinking about whether or not they're going to get sent off. So
Nicole here just trying to put the ball in. I'm just going to interrupt for a moment. It's going to roll and kept in play by Young June. And Nicole still in the box. Looking for the far post. Calls a roll that can't quite squeeze it in. Attempted flick. Doesn't have enough pace on it. And now Polini. Harvey. It's a bit too far behind Polini and Siang Hyun.
That's a lovely touch to guide it up the sideline.
And it is. And counter-attack now for Korea. It's back and Young June. But McColl hits it first. Polini. Harvey. It's off the rear of Young June and goes for Siang Hyun. Polini trying to keep it in and does. And now passing around Harvey involved. McColl. Harvey spinning. And it's a lucky ricochet. Puts it back in towards the net. Sung Han upfield.
That is a lovely clearance.
It's going to be a goal kick, and certainly, just to go back to the other point, if it was Cooper smashing into somebody and tipping them upside down, I think that's more likely that he would be serving that suspension. But ultimately, the tournament panel deemed it unworthy. We've had a question: do we think that it would have been upheld if this was the final? Well, I don't know. I think it probably would have been upheld. That's probably a question that's we don't really need to answer, I think.
It's best left to time if, we can't answer what ifs all the time, can we, boys?
Yeah, especially.
Yeah, I'd like to think it wouldn't have been upheld simply because it wasn't misconduct.
I think it may have been. I think part of the decision is that, yes, this is a third place playoff, but there's a lot of other factors at play, and really, for these teams, it's not so much about the competitive position at the end of the tournament, it's about the extra 40 minutes of football and the opportunity to learn and develop, which you're not really going to be able to do if you have a player unable to be on field for a rather minor discretion, even though that discretion does carry a red card.
Yeah. I personally would like to not see it upheld. I feel like the red card was definitely enough of a punishment.
And now Polini winding up.
Oh, that's
and
lovely.
That's a great goal at the near post.
Oh, that's why you mark the near post.
I mean, we've seen a similar thing at club championships, or the Australian club championships. One thing Cooper Polini absolutely loves is shooting and crossing off of those dead balls that he manages to generate in those corners. I mean, we saw, I believe he's already scored off one of those this tournament. You can't be leaving that near post open when Polini decides to spin on those kinds of balls.
Most definitely not. As this game gets back underway, we'll take a moment to thank our event partners, who, of course, this tournament hosted by the Queensland Powerchair Football Association, and what a mighty job they have done this week, if I do say so myself, as the Queensland Secretary. But we also have to thank our Fit for partners, Power Soccer Shop, who are the official supplier of the Strikeforce Power Wheelchair, which we have seen in great display all throughout this week. A magnificent chair, purpose-built for football, and
That is a lovely cross.
And plays like that this chair really enables. And of course, All Sport, the official apparel provider of FITFA, and it is those two companies, their contributions have made big advancements in helping this sport, and we really thank them for their help both on and off the court. Sung Han intercepted by Pelini. Now McCall. It's a very powerful pass, and Pelini winding up, and it's intercepted by the Koreans. And they're just starting to work out now how to shut that lane down. And so New Zealand are going to have to look for a different way to make their triangle work. But we're going to go back for a contact on the back wheel.
Yeah, they're starting to realise that when that ball starts moving towards the middle of the field, more often than not, Pelini is going to try and get a big spin on it. So they're trying to either shut down where they think it's going to go or put some pressure on him, make sure he can't get those powerful spin kicks.
Pelini, McCall, Pelini in wide open space, winds up. Harvey, back to Pelini, second chance. And Pelini running through, avoids the 2-on-1, waves off his teammate. And now Pelini eyeing off Young June. Flicked for McCall. Pelini once more, winding up.
Oh, that is a lovely ball.
Harvey shooting, great save on the line.
Incredibly well done from that New Zealand.
I think Harvey needed to send it back across to the far post. The Gil Yong there, the Korean goalkeeper, had that covered.
It's truly an amazing save. So now the ball, Harvey once more, near post open, and Young Jun, the extravagant, spinning to hit that ball out of play.
Yeah, that's a very bold spin there.
Pelini almost finds the net again. And that is all we have time for in the first 20 of the third place playoff. And New Zealand lead it by 2-0. Gentlemen, any final thoughts before we take a break?
Exciting match.
We can get a bit more enthusiasm from the crowd for the second half.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't think either of the two teams really need to change anything. Yongjun, especially for Republic of Korea here, is generating some nice go forward in the middle of the field. It's just mainly the experience from Cooper Pelini in that centre role for New Zealand, who's able to shut down a lot of the counter-attack from Korea. So I don't think any changes really need to be made, at least personnel-wise.
Any comments, Jackson, before we take the break?
No, I think Matt covered all of it. I think we'll just say sayonara and we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
And
we're live.
We are back live here.
Gotta stop the karaoke.
At the National Arena. Yes, Matthew, you probably should stop the karaoke as we enter the second half of the match between Republic of Korea and New Zealand.
Oh, big formation change here with the South Koreans.
And immediately there's a contact call against the new goalkeeper, Hong Sung-han.
Yeah, they've got Park Gil-yong out on the field. Very interesting change. I mean, has she been...
I don't think I've seen her as an outfielder yet. I'm excited.
No, we have because...
Very early on.
Very early on because Yongjun was in
goals for a long time.
Bib early on. But that's something we'll have to chase up.
I mean, I don't mind it. We're experimenting. I'm happy to see experimentation. You know, you're down 2. You may as well try something different. And speaking of experimentation, Cooper Pelini has been given a rest for the New Zealanders as well.
Yes, he has.
Seems like you need a rest too, Matt.
No, I need more caffeine.
Was it you that was saying you were having half a litre yesterday?
I had a litre of caffeine, yes.
Yeah, that's... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That's not good. And indeed...
It's going to be a yellow card for Park Gil-yong.
Yeah, Park Gil-yong just a bit careless, if anything, just not realising maybe so used to being at the back and having all that space. First time you go into the outfield and whoops daisies, just crash into someone.
Good to see both players okay in the end.
Now, Harvey swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Now, lads, I'll ask this early in the second half of this one. But whilst we're in a possibly quieter match, we might be able to say, who do we think might be our players at the tournament?
Would have been nice if you prepped us.
Pelini's a good shout.
I was thinking Pelini too.
Yongjun has been outstanding.
Yeah, Yongjun was going to be my shout for that.
But also, I mean, Park Gil-yong has also been very good for Republic of Korea. I mean, both her and Yongjun have been fantastic at the back for most of this tournament, despite the goals they've conceded.
No, they're it's a credit to their defence that, yes, the numbers are pretty high, but they probably could have been a lot higher given the amount of amazing saves they've made.
I mean, I can't really think of any other standout players because the thing with Japan and Australia, both teams have so much strike over, like across the park, that no one player really gets their chance to shine.
No, it's
more than any of the others.
It's very much a team effort for those two teams.
Although Santo Bongiovanni has really impressed me this tournament, especially with his finishing. I think there was a stat at one point during the tournament he was scoring a goal for every 10 minutes of playtime that he was on the field.
Yeah, I do think that number has blown out a little bit slightly, but nonetheless it was a very, very good strike rate from the South Australian. Now,
and I mean,
New Zealand playing the ball around again, and that's very nearly going to go through, but Yongjun shutting it down once more. Harvey from Newland, back to Harvey. That one a little bit too central, and Yongjun trapping and attempting to flip it out. Harvey once more. Looking for McCall. Finds him. Harvey again. Now from Newland. Oh, a great shot just right at the post.
I mean, back to what we were saying before, there have been so many fantastic performances from many of the players. I mean, from Yulin's been fantastic. Mikami, Yuki Mikami, hasn't had a lot of game time, but when he's been on there, you can see his quality. I mean, Ryan Sek has been fantastic on debut, especially when he's sporting that goalie bib at the back.
That indeed, there's been so many fantastic performances up and down the team lists this week. And it's just a testament to the quality of the region that we've got so many names that we can shout out as having had good tournaments. As that one's just going to roll away. it's exciting to see such quality international football being played out in this part of the world.
Absolutely. So it'll be very interesting to see who ends up getting most valuable player for this tournament. I assume they are giving out those kinds of awards later on.
That'll be announced after they're announced to the players later on tonight.
But I personally can't think of a concrete winner.
I think it might be Young June. I think the caveat against Cooper is that because he's had to sit out some of the games with his illness, I think Young June might be a good candidate for the winner.
He has played every game, just not every minute of every game, right?
Yeah, but there was the one game that he only lasted about 3 minutes.
Yeah, he only lasted about 3 minutes.
As there's nearly a goal here for McCall. Young June looking to flick it away, but McCall ends up running it out.
I also believe Yong Jung's one of the younger players for this Republic of Korea team. So I would imagine that he's, only going to get better as time goes on, as we see a lovely
ball forward
there.
by clearly on, just no winger on the other side to receive it.
And hopefully in the near future we can get some more teams out to the APO Cup.
We always talk about wanting more players in power chair football, and the best way to get new players is to open up new areas of the world and new countries to be part of it. It's clearly on, very nearly fashioning a chance for herself.
She's going to be happy to let that go out for a corner kick. Yeah, if we talk about some of the other countries, I believe India have at least a power chair football organisation over there. We have not seen them in an APO, but hopefully maybe sometime in the near future.
There's a few countries in and around the region that are not quite ready to submit a team, but certainly on the path towards being part of the wider power chair football community. And if you are watching this from an area that doesn't have much in the way of power chair football, may as well try and set it up yourself, because this sport is truly incredible, and the best way to encourage people with disabilities to be part of the community is to. Maybe some technical issues here just at the moment with Logan McColl's.
Yeah, it looks like a footrest problem.
Yes,
or his shoes come off.
No, we do encourage absolutely everyone to get involved with our incredible sport. It's not just about the football. It's also about empowering people with disabilities to see what they can really do.
That is a lovely ball.
Oh, it was an amazing chance. An amazing chance. And if Siang Han hadn't gone for it, it would have been at least on target.
He needs to be careful, though. He almost backed up into from Yulin there, who is wearing the captain's armband, I have just noticed.
Oh,
whoa,
that's
another big
hit.
Contact.
And clearly on needs to be careful. She's already on the yellow.
Yes, we've already seen one red card from the tournament.
Yeah, no,
we'd hate to see another one.
Hate to see a second red on the day. We've survived most of the tournament without a red, and suddenly Cooper Polino gets sent off, and this is the second, and it is the last warning.
Yep, she will be getting a red.
Should she? There'll be a second yellow to
oh, yeah, second yellow. My apologies, yes.
There is still a difference.
Some very hard hits.
Harvey. Now for Newland, just couldn't get around it.
Yeah, he wasn't really happy with that touch there. Yeah, one thing I will say, I think Park Gil-yong is just taking a little bit of time to adjust to the outfield, and you can tell because she's driving well, but it's just being able to kind of pull out of those tussles and not give away any kind of contact, as we see.
That's an amazing
driving up the field here.
Amazing play by her though, and Siang Xian just can't quite get around that ball, but she's making an impact on the outfield, just keeping the ball at that end. But it can sometimes be a bit of an adjustment if you've played so long at the back, suddenly being thrust forward. If you're not regularly being rotated in and out of those positions, it can take a moment to help you realise what you need to be doing at any moment. And there is some motion on the New Zealand benches. That's gone through the middle.
Oh.
And Emmett Shah needs to cover it. It's going to be a 2-on-1 if there is no goal. And there is the 2-on-1 with a big chance.
Not sure what was going on there.
Just a miscommunication. Neither player really wanted to be on the ball. They didn't want to give away the 2. And then suddenly the box loomed and it was time to close in and stop that ball hitting through. As now Cooper Politi has come on and it's Logan McCall who will live in the rest.
But he's going to stay out of the box here. Normally he'd be in the box defending.
I think it might be
on the field.
Let the defenders deal with this thing and then make the change after.
I'd love to see a blocking play here.
Well, we've gone early, but that's probably for the best. It's probably for the best because young June wasn't ready for it either.
I think.
Let us see a nice little play possibly.
I think
here.
we're going to see a 1-2 punt here.
Which, if it is the case, that would be excellent and a very good scoring opportunity early on. And she's got him head too early.
She's got to get too
early. Too early in then. And this is one of the challenges. One of the challenges of refereeing in a language where not all the players know it is sometimes you can just get these awkward miscommunications. There's no intention to break the rule. It's just not realising what the plan is.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. Clearly on. Young June.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's Young Han. Oh, it's gone wide. Young June. Second time. Clearly on. Sets up. And it's saved.
A beautiful shot.
With a loud round of applause here in the building as that's an incredible chance. And now Politi on the ball to go the other way for New Zealand. Sung Han, the keeper, all the way out of the box, puts it out of play. And New Zealand will have a throw with 8.5 left.
Tell you what, Gil Yong looks fantastic in the midfield there, didn't she?
You have to ask the question. It's gone wide.
Gone wide.
Maybe having a career could have thought about throwing her upfield earlier because that was certainly exciting.
Yeah, I think New Zealand have left the goal begging there. They caught Republic of Korea out with that quick play the ball.
And now it's Kyung Il coming on for the last 10 minutes for the Republic of Korea. And Young Jun taking his time, making sure the setup is correct. Goes downfield to Leon, who flits it forward.
That's a nice flick on that.
Kyung Il dummies out of it. Leon upfield, it's a good touch finder and a chance to build some pressure upfield.
She's getting a lot of power behind those hits.
And we've got the classifiers in front of us, and they're trying to start a little chant. This match has come alive ever since Leon's moved upfield. And there'll be a 2-on-1 if there's no advantage, which there isn't. Once again, some more communication from the New Zealand bench. Pelini winding up. Young June just taking that ball out. I think a few different options are going to be needed if New Zealand are going to goal from those sorts of positions. Anything central is just going to be straight into Young June's chair. Just got the ability to read those sorts of plays really well. There's a quick play. Clearly on, attempted to flick that one and very nearly. Shah upfield for Vermeulen. Young June loses sight of it and gets it back. Flicked away. Kyung Il. And now Politi battling an upfield and 8 players in the same half of the field at the moment. It's going to roll away. I'd like to see the decision on this one. Republic of Korea will get the ball. 6 minutes to go. Kyung Il to Young June. Playing for Leon, doesn't quite get there. Polini with it. And June recovering, however. Only one Korean player in the box. Now there's 2. And now another good tussle as it is Vermeulen all the way around the box. Young June. Looking for Leon. Polini winding up.
What
that's a lovely bit of passing.
And an amazing passing play, as my colleagues have told you. Oh, what a goal.
Beautiful finish there from Vermeulen.
Yeah,
the captain.
At the near post. Fantastic finish. And that's New Zealand's third of the afternoon. And the Republic of Korea going to the bench with 5 left.
Just the quick reactions from that entire front three of New Zealand.
For New Zealand, scored by number 10, Reece Vermeulen.
And we're just trying to see who's coming off, and it might be the answer to this tournament for young June, and it's been a spectacular tournament for him. And it is now Sung Hee-jung who comes on to bring this team home, but just want to take a moment to sing the praises one last time about Kwong Young June. He is certainly something special for the Republic of Korea. Now from Newland will take this throw in. Gives it to Pelini, he wants to run. Tries to get it past Hee-jung. There'll be a 2-on-1 if there's no advantage, and there isn't. And we'll take a quick moment.
You know what? I wouldn't have minded to see the advantage there because
Cooper had the ball there.
Yeah, I mean, the winger was open on that far side. Whether or not Cooper would have gotten the ball to him.
The referee just measuring out the 5 metres. And the defence just happy to sit back all the way on the line, although Sung Hee-jung playing it risky now does move back onto the field of play. Seeing what happens if you do exit the field, and that's dear. He hasn't got enough turn on it, doesn't. It's going to roll away for the goal kick. And whilst we're taking that goal kick, we're going to talk for a moment about the Federation Internationale Deep Power Chair Football Association, also known as FIFPA.
I'd be careful, Tom. Your ad reads usually come with goals, and this isn't a goal kick.
No, ad read.
Oh, it's a corner too.
Ad read.
No, we're under the horse to the ad read here. So you know it will take it. No, we will stop. Clearly on. For Hee-jung. Oh, not enough turn on that one. Now Pelini running it out. Should be advantage if there is a 2, and there is the advantage. We're going to get another advantage in a moment. And now Pelini finally engaged one clearly on, but it's taken the entire length of the pitch. Harvey, can he find the hole? And there's a teammate collision, but we're playing on. And the keeper's now out of the box. That's going to be a 2-on-1 violation.
Now you should be safe to do the ad read.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Yeah, so the FIFPA, of course, working hard to have an application ready to go to be part of the Paralympics, hopefully in 2032, right here in Brisbane. We really want to be able to show off just how dynamic, competitive, and inclusive our sport is, and it's tournaments and matches like this that just showcase how beautiful and brilliant our sport is.
Interesting that the 2-on-1 indirect is being taken from the top of the box here, as the 2-on-1 violation was given away right next to that post.
I believe if the foul is deemed to have been occurring in the box, it could be taken anywhere within reason outside the box. I would need to check the laws in the game on that one, but I think it's part of...
Interesting.
Something to do with the fact that the foul is inside the box, and you can't take a free kick inside the box. Okay, I would need to read the laws in the game on that one.
If we have anyone more well attuned to the laws of the game in the comments.
Yes, please do. Please do reach out if you've got a copy of the laws of the game on hand.
I have them somewhere. I'm a nerd.
But it is fairly standard practice when you have a ball out there for it to be brought back to the top of the box. And now we're seeing the block play, but it might be too close to the ball.
I think it's okay here.
No, because the box is under 5 metres and a 2-on-1 can be up to 6.
But I think he's going to go to the far side here. Yeah.
He does indeed. There's a 2-on-1 there if there's no advantage. In fact, we're just going to play the throw-in. I think it may have been referee judged that the players were far enough apart.
Moving to the last 30 seconds of, well, not just this game, but this tournament for these two teams.
And whilst the results may not have gone the way of either of these two teams, I think they can both hold their heads up high. They've played some wonderful football, and I'm sure they have learnt heaps, and they will take these knowledge back to their respective nations And we really
That's a lovely
lovely
ball.
ball. And we really can't wait to see what these two teams are able to bring in a few years' time when we next hold this tournament. Because teams only get better when they play stronger competition. And for most of these teams, this is the strongest competition that they've ever faced. As the two number 8s playing out the last few seconds of this match. And that is full time. New Zealand will win this match 3-0 over the Republic of Korea.
New Zealand winning this game 3-0. Let's hear it for both teams.
We will quickly throw. I'll let Jackson start first this time so he can actually get some comments in. Final thoughts on the tournament for these two teams.
I have really enjoyed watching both of these teams, purely just to see what they had to offer at the start, and B, what they have to offer now, and seeing how that's changed. You look at the Republic of Korea and they, the phrase that we love using, the baptism by fire, they improved so much over this competition, and to see just them develop and to see players like Youngjun just improve and become amazing players by the end of the week has been phenomenal. And, yes, they didn't get a goal to their name, and yes, they can look at it like that, but, they got this experience that is so crucial to their growth, and, getting experience at a level that is far, it's not what you're used to, is so important. Like, I don't know how much time we have, but...
Oh, I think we can go for a while if you really want to, but...
When I played in France recently at the Club World Cup that FIFA ran.
The 2025 FIFA Power J Football Club World Cup.
Yes, thank you. The proper name I wasn't 100% sure on, so thank you for that. But, playing, in that sort of level is like something that really brought my understanding of how to play the sport up. So for these guys to come in and get a similar sort of experience, that's going to do wonders for them back home. And for New Zealand, yes, we knew a lot of these players from the club championships and such that occur, but just seeing them don, the New Zealand shirt and seeing Cooper Polini just champion, this team at such a young age was so fascinating to see. And, yes, we had the issues with the red card and such, but to see him be given a second chance and to face, his own bodily issues with him being a bit sick yesterday, I think it's been like an amazing sort of journey for both of these teams this week, even if the results aren't as favourable as they would have liked them to be.
And to just pick up on that, this New Zealand side, the average age of them is, I need to double check the exact number.
It's quite low.
It's about 19.
It's about 19. I do have the number, I just got to scroll.
The youngest is Cooper Polini at 17. I think the oldest is about 21.
I've got it listed here as 19. I don't have I don't know the exact decimal, but they are an incredibly young team, and they can only get better with age. And it's tournaments like this that just give them so much experience. And certainly as an Australian fan, we always like to see good competition against the Kiwis. And certainly they would have learned a lot over the last 3 days. Matthew, any final comments whilst you're adding?
He's just trying to work out.
No, it's 19. I was adding it up. I was adding up the ages and dividing in my head.
Any final comments from you before we sign off on this one?
Well, big congratulations to both teams for a fantastic tournament. Again, results may not have gone the way that these teams would have liked, but I think both teams can take a lot out of this tournament, especially Republic of Korea, who have improved leaps and bounds since their first game of the tournament. Other than that, I think that's about it from us in the comms box.
Yeah, that is all we're going to have time for in this one. Thank you very much for joining us. Only one game to go, the big dance, Australia versus Japan. That'll be coming your way in not too long of a time, but until then we need to take a break and we'll catch you on the other side.